Welcome to the Honey Soul Child Bottega YouTube channel, where we explore the hidden realms of the soul, harness the power of energy shifts, and embark on a profound healing journey beyond religious beliefs. Channel are intended for entertainment purposes only, as the future is not set in stone. We encourage you to use the messages as guidance, taking what resonates and leaving what does not. Remember, your interpretation matters most, and you have the power to shape your own destiny. Soul rising, everyone, and welcome back to the Honey Soul Child Bottega channel. I am your Chakra priestess, here to do a reading on Diddy and Kim Porter. I do have their cards pre-shuffled, as well as all laid out, and I'm going to pull from the true crime deck in real time, and then the rest will follow with the cards that had came out as I was shuffling, trying to get the messages out from the decks that I have. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it, because I want to be in the time frame. Okay, all right, so we're starting with the true crime deck first. And let's see what insights could what is it? What was my question? I'm sorry. Okay, I'm sorry. What insights are important to Kim Porter's demise? There we go. What insights are important in Kim's demise, untimely demise? What could be some insights that are important to Kim's untimely demise? You see how they both came out at the same dang time? Okay, we have the person has sustained a wound during the incident. We got a witness may not be fully disclosing all the facts. And I'm pulling another card. Pull one more card. Well, two more just came out. Okay. And the person worked in the area. I'm assuming they worked in the area that she was taken out, deleted from. And then this case will remain unsolved until key evidence is discovered. And it could happen in Libra season because of this scale symbol. I mean, it does represent the justice system regarding to the case, but the scales do represent Libra as well. So it's gonna take another long periodically time before that comes, before things start coming out regarding to her case. It may be in the same time frame like how Tupac was. So let's go ahead and get some clarifying cards with that, and I'm gonna use the ancestral deck, since Kim Porter is no longer with us. May her soul continue to rest peacefully. Clarify these cards for me, Spirit. Why are they here? Or should I use, well, I'm gonna use these. Never mind. I'm gonna use these. We got the Ace of Knives. What else? We got the Three of Knives in reverse. Dang, it's a lot of thoughts in this. Didn't I just say there's a lot of thoughts in it? And the Six of Knives. Okay, so I done shuffled this good deck a good darn time, and the knives. It's a lot of thoughts up in this camp. A lot of thoughts, obviously. And we have the Fool card at the bottom of the deck. It led to a new beginning. And then we have the Magician card as well at the top of the deck. So, true alchemy played here. All right, so with the Ace of Knives here, the Ace of Knives is just basically talking about clarity upon a situation. And look at the imagery of this card. You see this young woman, she has a knife in her hand, so it's like she ready to chop a stop, chop a stop type of deal. She's ready to cut somebody if needed, standing her ground type of deal. So let's see. Okay, with the Ace of Knives is dealing with a breakthrough / clarity, as stated before. Seeing through illusions and facing fears, acknowledging and accepting the truth even when it hurts. So there's a sense of accepting things for what has came about, even though it's hurting at the moment. It's also talking about time to channel this new energy and allow it to help you in your decision making. It is asking to be open to different perspectives. So like take different need some more different perspectives regarding to this situation here, and approach the situations rationally and putting things aside, temptations and emotions. So as this case is, as it unfolds, just gonna have to get things. There may be some more people. How should I say this? Is going to experience a breakthrough and a sense of clarity, and it's going to hurt a little bit to a certain degree because of the truth revealing in itself. It could be like a I told you so moment, or it can be like, dang, why'd you have to do that type of deal. Also, new clarity may call upon to speak truth or voice new boundaries, and do not fear using your words or voice. So it may be someone new coming out in the forefront that could possibly bring another perspective to the story, possibly a young woman. Since the Ace of Swords is dealing with the beginning of the thought process. But she's, the person, she's in protective mode. All right, she's standing on business and she ready. But yeah, it may be a woman that comes out bringing a new perspective on how things may have gone about. So it may be a woman. I can say that at the least. Then we have the Three of Knives in reverse. Now the Three of Knives in reverse, it represents a sense of emotional trauma or heartbreak and painful endings. Also saying goodbyes or awful news may come about with this particular situation as well. But it is asking us to release anything or anyone that is weighing in our heart, and holding on to negative energy will continue to burden the heart. It also asks you to feel and process and understand that healing is not a linear or instantaneous. And rainbows are discovered at the end of the storm. So you must trust that one day your wounds will be mended. We tend to forget how healing water is our being, allowing for our cleansing and growth, and it's time to step out and let the rain do its job. So it's going to be emotional. There'll be some emotional thoughts that will come about within this situation as well. And then with the Six of Knives here, you do see this guy climbing on the cliff. So there's like, y'all not gonna be able to see this, but he is currently stepping on 2 knives here. So the 2 of knives that deals with decisiveness, making a decision, making a sacrifice, you know, type of deal. Then you have this 1 standalone here, and the three of knives that I just got through talking about is dealing with a sense of grief and heartbreak, on a thought process. Okay, this is Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy when it comes to the knives or the sword suit of tarot. And then we have the 3 knives up here as well that he is hanging on, right? So he's making a decision on which knife he is going to basically to grab upon to continue to climb over this cliff. So so this is like a rite of passage, a transition type of deal. It reminds us that change often comes about periods of discomfort, and it's time to transform through healing, that we may come too far to turn back now. So it is a sense of moving on and releasing what no longer serves our higher self, or entering calm waters as well, and or the environment or atmosphere bringing much needed relief. So it's almost like saying it's never too late to step into new existence and allow others to lend a hand as you work towards the top. The pack that's on the man's back, I'm trying to figure out where it is. The pack on the man's back symbolizes the weight he carries from heartbreak, conflict, and trauma. So, yeah. It's definitely like, just from these cards here, a lot of thoughts here. A lot of thoughts. Grief, conflict, trauma type of deal. Some breakthrough moments, but not quite. And then with the Magician card here at the top and the Fool card at the bottom, there's like, it was a new beginning. Things were things were conjured up for a new beginning to happen. And ironically, there's 2 men in this picture. So it's like the women experienced some type of trauma and grief. Not to say that the men did as well, but obviously from the top and the bottom of the deck, the man experienced some form of rite of passage. If you get my drift, right? Okay. It was some sense of that. This is for entertainment purposes only, okay? Wink, wink. But y'all gonna see a long hand. It's gonna come on all together, all right? But it's going to, from what the cards are coming out for entertainment purposes only, right? Wink, wink. It's going to take a minute for things to unravel, unfortunately. So with Diddy, his card, as far as like the overall state of self, we got the Messiah card here. The light attribute serving humanity and humility, but in the shadow aspect, exaggerated belief that you are the only means through which a cause can succeed. That's like giving, like, I'm the only one that can give you the finer things in life type of deal. That's what I'm getting, right? In the meantime, in between time, we got scribe at the bottom of the deck, preserving knowledge and information. Hashtag gatekeep. And then the shadow attribute, altering facts or plagiarizing others' work. Ooh. Shade. Okay. And this is the lesson learned card, so that'll be towards the end. All right, so far as like his blockages, hidden blockages, or shadow attributes, we got the victim energy card that came out. Victim mindset, keeping you blocked energetically, emotionally, but he needs to practice forgiveness. He needs to choose to release the victim mentality and become an empowered survivor, to learn from the past and move forward to a joyous, abundant future. Meanwhile, for the shadow attributes, we got catty shadow, with indirectly insults to hurt someone, mean, petty, spiteful, smugness type of energy. However, he needs to detox the part of himself that resonate with the toxic behavior and let his mood be his teacher. Okay, so put that catty stuff behind and let your ascend from the cattiness, right? And then we also have the know-it-all shadow as well, claiming to know more than everyone else, prima donna, show off, and smugness. So on the flip side, he needs to use his knowledge to bring out the best in people around him, and remember, there's always more to learn. So yeah, that's definitely how the Messiah attribute comes about. Okay. And then the clarifying cards, we have fixing to. So it's like there's no rush to it. He's going to take his time while doing so. There is some required inspired action or follow through with this matter between him and kimporter, right? And then at the bottom of the deck, we have bless your heart, with a sense of appreciation, playful teasing, and worthiness on that. Okay, got it. And then when kimporter here with her cards, the card came out for her with the overall state of self. We have the servant card, which delight in serving. She experienced a delight in serving others with a free, loving heart. With the shadow aspect, using lack of money as an excuse to not move forward in life. And then we also have the gambler at the bottom of the deck, with willingness to follow the intuition when others doubt you. So she has the willingness to do that. The shadow attribute is reliant on luck than hard work, possibly on a heart standpoint, since the card is in a shade of green. Can y'all see that? Y'all can see it a little bit. The light is getting away, unfortunately. And then to clarify, we have the Aren't You Precious card, possibly regarding to intimate relationships with the sacral chakra, or just procreation, whether passion projects or just procreating with the individual in itself. But Aren't You Precious is basically, there were some changes that came about with that 1 + 4 = 5. So there were some changes that came about that caused a sense of disdain and poking fun of, having her to read between the lines type of deal, sense of displeasure. And then at the bottom of the deck, we have the sweet tooth here, hankering with temptation, proposal, and a message of love. So it's like this, let's see, on a spiritual standpoint, there's a sense of on that. Okay, 4 + 3 = 7. I mean, we are in the year 7, so there's a temptation or a message of love having about with that. Oh, I'm about to go on a tangent. The hidden blockages, we have the block root chakra for her. So she may have experienced some pessimism, poor focus, and lack of ambition and purpose. Dealing with Diddy, because we are talking about her and Diddy, right, together. And with the root chakra, it does deal with the basic necessities like food, water, shelter, or just providing a sense of safety and structure so you can continue to build your foundation. So with that, her root chakra was needed to be healed in order for her to still in order for her to create how she wants to create. But due to her survival and her stability and her security was at risk, it caused her to be in this type of energy here. Aren't you precious deal, as well as restless shadow, flip from one thing to the next, never settle. On the flip side, your life was meant to be one bumpy ride of evolution to change to help you decide what you truly desire. So they're a little risque there, but at the same time, it was draining. Exhausted by others unloading their issues, energy vampires, taxing freeloader. So on the flip side, she could not heal in the same environment that made her sick, and it was a need for her to protect herself. Okay, so I found that very interesting of the cards that came out for her. Okay, all right, so as far as like what is the tea between the two of them, the cards that came out, for the first card that came out is ghosted. So there was in and out, disappearing, ghosting. So the relationship was a in and out, on and off type of deal. There were some ghosting vibes there. In some circumstances more than others. There we go. I'm getting tongue tied. Also, we have a grudge holder. You see this male in this image. It seems like the male in this relationship was a grudge holder to a certain degree. We not finna say no names. And then we also have legal issues that came out as well with court, judges, immigration, and lawyers. So there, look. Legal issues. And that card did come out, y'all, in this true crime. Look at that. Okay, y'all peep it. Okay, and there was a sense of cock blocking. This was at the bottom of the deck. This was there was a sense of cock blocking in the midst of that, and travel as well. Okay, some hidden truths. We had this is the karmic card. So this is the first card that came out. So the hidden truths regarding to a relationship. We got karmic partner. There was temptation. There was some cold-heartedness along the way. I'm gonna revert that to him since he has the bless your heart type of card. Emotionally unavailable. So there was some emotional unavailability in a relationship. It was triggering. Okay, triggering some thoughts, some negative thoughts and emotions, because someone new was in the atmosphere. And distant relationship. Okay, distant relationship. I was about to sing the Secret Lovers and remix it with distant relationships, but that's like the whole. That's so. Never mind, y'all. Don't mind me, okay? Now on to the breakdown of the chakra analysis. Let's see. Oh yeah, self-worth came out in the root. Bittersweet came out in the sacral. The death card came out in the solar plexus, and there was two cards that came out for the heart with the Queen of Cups and the Eight of Coins, and then the Two of Cups was at the bottom of the deck. Okay, so when it comes to the root chakra, which Kim Porter has that card indicating as the hidden blockage for her, that deals with safety, security, and survival. Her self-worth within intimate relationships played a factor into that. Let's get some clarifying cards with that. Why is the self-love, oh my God. Why is the self-worth card here in the root chakra region? We have the Chariot card. There was some overcoming challenges at play. There was a structure needed, that a structured plan needed. It was needed in order for things to follow through. We also got the Knight of Pentacles here. Ooh, deadbeat parent, boring and broken promises. So, a Knight of Pentacles. Okay, a Knight of Pentacles was getting, she was getting a little tired of the broken promises. Shouts out the 3LW on that one. Somebody was not following through. Okay, and then we got the King of Swords at the bottom of the deck with the King of Swords. That is Gemini, Aquarius, and Libra energy there. Woo, the man. Okay, yeah. It was dealing with the King of Swords, a man who was masculine, wise, and and intelligent. Woo, girl. Okay. She was getting tired of the broken promises, y'all. Moving forward with the sacral chakra region, we have the bittersweet card. So there was a sense of vocalization because the blue represents the throat chakra region that deals with self-expression and speaking your truth. So it was sad. There was a sense of displeased. It was spoken about regarding to possibly childhood upbringing, the parenting, as well as intimate relationships or just relationships in general. So let's go ahead and get some clarifying cards with that. So there's a sense of bittersweetness. It's bittersweet. It's bittersweet. Yes, I always love you. It's bittersweet. It's bittersweet. When we were together, you would treat me right. Okay, there we go. Fantasia, love you, girl. Three of Cups energy. So there was some happy times. There was a little indulgence come into play with the liquid spirits. Okay. Let's see what else comes out. We got the Fool card. And also with the Page of Wands. Okay, so let's soak this energy in. Okay, regarding to the intimate, it was spoken upon about the bittersweet. The relationship was bittersweet. There were good times. When the times were good, they were good. When they were bad, they were bad. And this was a new journey. This was it brought about new journey. It brought about self-discovery. It brought about children. You know, they had children that was bared through the relationship, and it brought fresh energy, ideas. Excuse me, and cheerfulness at that. Okay. Let's see. The Death card and the solar plexus region. That's the power center and how we assert ourselves and our boundaries. That's where the self-confidence, self-esteem, and the ego lies. So this could be interpreted several ways. There could have been an ego death that came about, or there was a sense of endings that ignited to there were some things that needed to come to an end so a fresh start could begin. It was like divine intervention that came into play, right? Because this is a crown chakra card. So we got 4 wands here. 4 wands represents a sense of homecoming, friends and family celebration. It does represent like marriage proposal, wedding, and all sorts. Let's see what else. Reclaiming power. Oh, the devil card in reverse. Reclaiming your power, freedom, leaving a bad situation behind. Oh yeah, there we go, there we go. And then at the bottom, temperance. Finding the yep, there we go. It ignited her, because this is her. This is like the imagery in this picture. You see this this, I don't want to say shadow, but you know, the person in the shadows, and then you have the self. So the ego, she had to go through an ego death in order for the transformation to happen. And it could go other ways too, but I'm not gonna say it like that. You know, she is in the spiritual realm, but whew, goodness. Okay, she was able to find a sense of self, right? And it was starting to bring about some balance with her while doing so. This is Sagittarius energy. This is Sagittarius energy, the Temperance card, and the Devil card is Capricorn energy. So, yeah, with her going through this process of stepping into her power, right? Gaining a sense of freedom, it allowed her to find a deeper meaning in life and approach situations a little bit more carefully. And I'm pretty sure she was able to celebrate while doing so. Okay, 4 wands. Got that. Got it. Get it good. All right, and then we got the Queen of Coins here. Did I say Queen of Coins? I'm sorry. Queen of Cups. Okay, so we got Queen of Cups here. That's a third eye chakra card. And then we have 8 of Cups. The Queen of Cups is like Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy, because Cups is dealing with the water signs. Okay, and then we have the 8 of Coins, right? We got the 8 of Coins here. So regarding to the heart center point, okay, how I would interpret this region here on a heart center standpoint, she put effort into her work. Her work was going to be able to find, was going to be able to give her the stability, the structure that she needed, and that way she can be able to. Excuse me. I don't know what that was. I don't know what that was, y'all. Okay. And she knew it. Okay. She was very intuitive. This is her, because she's a Scorpio, right? She was very intuitive. She was very nurturing, because that's what the Queen of Cups is about. They're nurturers. They're intuitive as well. But this is the card also of emotional healing. So there's a sense of comfort within herself as she was working on her craft, and she was working on this within the 8-year time span. Okay, and she was able, I'm pretty sure she was able to love herself while doing that, especially when she has reclaimed her power and a sense of freedom. It provided her that financial freedom that I'm pretty sure she always wanted, because you got someone feeding you broken promises. You got to take things into your own hands. So we have the Hierophant card, okay, that deals with traditional values, marriage, following the rules, sharing knowledge, and religion. Following through with that. Let's see what else. Changes came about regarding to their relationship. Obviously, she was possibly going to talk about that in her book, sharing knowledge on that, because I do see books on this picture, right? She was possibly going to talk about that in her book, in the unconventional of it all. And then we have the Ace of Pentacles. It was going to bring about new business, new money, and abundance. And and this could be read two different ways as well. Like the relationship brought about new abundance, new money, investments, because you know, when you pair two celebrities together, they could make something out of each other. With being in a relationship with one another, especially when one is more successful than the other, whether it's monetary wise or just as a social status wise. And then we had the Eight of Cups at the bottom of the deck. It left her feeling disappointed. So she had to gain the courage to walk away. And with the Eight of Cups here, that was probably within an 8-month time span. So even though she built up her craft and her portfolio, her even though she was building stuff from the ground up, possibly within the 8-year time span, it also took her some time to gain the courage to walk away from the situation. And by the time that did happen, it was basically too late. Okay? And look, with the Two of Coins here, a decision had to be made, because she had to decide whether she was going to juggle life or work or the relationship in itself. And with this being a sacral chakra card, is definitely with, you know, she had to make a decision in walking away from a situation that no longer served her, so she can be able to find a balance between the two, especially regarding to her stability and structure and foundation, because this card here. So she had to make a decision, and it may have cost her life as well while doing so. Oh, that's so unfortunate. Damn. Okay. So, and it's crazy that the self-worth card is at the root, and then the Two of Coins card is at the bottom of the deck. Child. My goodness. I don't know what to say on that. That's real. That just irks me right there. Okay. On to the final conclusion of it all. So the lesson that Diddy is learning from this situation is change. Which it says, I understand that nothing can grow or evolve without movement. And this could be regarding to the sacral region that deals with relationships, whether they're platonic or intimate, as well as parenting and childhood upbringing as well. And I'm not going to forget emotions and feelings along the way. Okay. Also with Kim Porter, her lesson is judgment. And it says, I understand that everyone has their own unique path and challenges. Okay. And then far as them together, how could they grow about this situation, or how they could have went about this situation, is forgiveness. vocalizing the forgiveness with the blue aspect, the throat chakra, and also um, gaining forgiveness with, God. Okay, seek forgiveness for God, with God. Ask God for forgiveness. Vocalizing that, asking the Creator, God, Most High, whomever you worship, um, asking for forgiveness. That way, it can start bringing a sense of balance and a choice to start over again, right? Now, as far as Diddy, I asked what could be the outcome with Diddy, and I knew this card was going to come out, and it did. The endings card. So the skull endings card came out. Of course, you see a skull here on the shelf. And then 2 plus 9 equals 11. So 11 is a master number representing peacemaker. And then you reduce it down to the number 2 that deals with partnerships, right? Also, we have March and September and Friday the 11th as like what is displayed on a calendar day. Let me zoom in a little bit more. I hope y'all can see that. Oh, wait, hold up. There you go. March and September, and then we got Friday the 11th. So I don't know if those dates are significant or not. Those dates could be significant to a certain degree. Also, mirror reflection is at the bottom, and that deals with like self-reflection, because self-reflection, especially when it comes to self-love, because I do see hues of pink representing self-love, and then I'm seeing hues of blue and purple and a splash of red. So yeah, okay, so what it says in the guidebook with those, if I can, I just had that thing. Okay, with endings, it's a saying, the skull appears when endings are at hand. It's a power symbol of mortality, but this card also symbolizes the circle of life, both endings and how those endings birth new beginnings. You could be experiencing the end of a relationship, job, or a phase in your life. It's imperative that you give yourself space to grieve this ending, allowing the time and space to accept it and process your emotions, whether it's welcome and it has been a long time coming, or sudden and unexpected. Change is often comfortable, but the symbol is urging you to look at the endings with a different perspective. There it is. There's that Ace of Wands. Looking at different perspective. Oh, okay. Let me continue. The plant's picture growing from the skull vase on this card symbolizes the growth that can occur at the end. Endings act as a fertile ground for whatever you decide to plant next. Give yourself grace as you experience these transitions and prepare for a fresh start. That's all I'm hearing, seeing in their spread is fresh start, new beginning, fresh start, new beginnings, endings. But additional meanings for the skull card is talking about mourning and grief and letting things go. Difficulties are ending, and accept things that you cannot change. And I just said that in the beginning of the reading. And then we have mirror reflection here, and that is talking about, see, I'm going overboard. Who are you? You may be asking yourself the question, since this card holds the energy of depth and discovery. A mirror is still a puddle and a disco ball. These surfaces all reflect exactly what is put in front of them. This card is encouraging you to do the same. Take a few moments to yourself and tap into your intuition, thoughts, and emotions. Day-to-day responsibilities can often distract from taking time to go within. So take the time. This card signals contemplation and the type of productive reflection that brings epiphanies. You are developing a deeper understanding and acceptance of self, which is an amazing thing. It can manifest as taking time out for self-care, meditating more often, or writing a journal. Give yourself grace as you reflect on your life and how far you come. Just be careful not to fall in love with your own reflection, that you stop seeing in the beauty in the world around you, and the signs and symbols are calling out to you, guiding you. Additional meanings for this card could be time alone brings clarity. Develop a self-care routine. Deepen your connections with others, and focus your attention on yourself and your needs. I'm gonna lean towards with the last two on that, on the mirror reflection, because I'm pretty sure he does a self-care routine. But that is the reading for Diddy and Kim Porter. Feel free to chime in your thoughts down in the comment section below. There was a lot of endings and beginnings between the two, for what I'm seeing. From what has came out with the cards. Like I said, the juiciest portion was the true crime portion, and the wussity and the hidden truths when it comes to their relationship, on a romantic aspect. But yeah, sound off in the comment section below. Leave your thoughts. So be the light to you all, and always remember to love thyself, know thyself, soothe thyself, seek you heal thyself, and I'll see you guys in the next one.